Hello everyone, today I am going to discuss a new topic, applet. How to run an applet. In the previous lecture, I had discussed about what is applet, what is the life cycle of the applet. Here in this lecture I am just only concentrate how to run an applet by using HTML, by using applet viewer tools. And I will also discuss about the difference between the application, Java application and applet programming. So, let us start with how to run an applet. Before that, I am just taking a simple example so that you can get the idea how to run an applet program and how to write a simple applet program. Then I will show you one by one how to run by HTML file, how to run by applet viewer. Even I will explain with an example, coding example in system, so that you can get the clear idea about the applet program. So, let us consider I am taking a simple example to just only print a string in our applet program. Okay. So, we know that every applet class is extend applet class itself. If I write my own applet class, that class must be extend from applet class. So, let me write the first class. So, applet class must be public always all the time, because it is run at client side. So, public class, for example, the name of the program is or class name is first, and it extend, this term is very important, extend, because I am just creating a child class of applet class. So, extend applet, or you can write any super class also. Okay. So, we know that if I want to implement the applet class, the applet package java.applet package dot star must be import. Why? Because we know that there are so many methods are available in applet, so that we can get the applet life cycle from this package. So, first we have to import, that is why I am just extend this applet class, so that I will get all the method available in applet. So, first I have to import java dot applet dot applet class, or you can write star also. Second things, we know that in applet class we have a in applet life cycle we have a 5 method, right. Out of 5 method, only 4 method it belongs to applet class. In the previous lecture I had discussed, if you do not know, please go through the previous lecture, so that you can get the clear idea about the life cycle of applet. So, and one of the method that is paint method, which is belongs to container class. So, that we have to import the graphics class also. So, I have to import, we can write import java dot awt dot graphics, or we can write java.awt dot star. So, it is better way we can write import java dot applet dot star and import java dot awt dot star, because this AW package abstract window toolkit will give me the paint method. You know that last day in previous lecture I had discussed about the hierarchy of applet class, so that you can get the clear idea from where I can get the graphics paint method, and we can pass the graphics object. So, that we have to import this java.awt dot star package. Okay. Next, I have just written, you know that in applet class we do not have a main method, right. if you want to initialize some value, so we use the init method. Otherwise, if I want to just print only the some string or some value in my applet program, so we need pen method. So why? So next, simple, this program is just basically to how to write a applet program. That is why I am just make it simple so that you can get the clear idea. So that is why I am just printing only one skin or welcome message to our skin. Okay. So applet skin, then I will go for the how to run this program. So let me write, we know that we have a method called, so that is why I am not writing anything else, just I want to print. So if I want to print, I have to call public void paint method. Okay. So here we are not using system.out.println, right, we are not using write method, we are not using print method. So here we are just using public void print method. So within this method we have to pass an argument. Last day I have also mentioned about this, what is the meaning of this function, what is the, I have to pass a graphics object. Okay, that is why I have just import the graphic class. So graphics G is my graphics object, right, and within this graphics object I have to call drawString method to write something in my computer screen. In applet program we have to write in window, we have to write the, we have to call the drawString method. So based on this graphics object we need to call draw graphics, or you can write, sorry, draw string. This is my method name, and first we know that this method contain 3 argument, it takes 3 argument. First argument is whatever I want to print. So here I want to print welcome. So that is why this is my string, it is completed. Then I have to mention what is the, where the x coordinate and y coordinate, you know that from computer screen where the window will be start from this message. So I have to maintain the x, I have to mention the x coordinate and y coordinate. So here the x coordinate, you can take any pixel value, for example 300, and y coordinate for example 200. So you will get the clear idea, you will see if when I execute this program in system, then you will get the clear idea what does the x coordinate and y coordinate mean and how it will change in my program. So let me complete, just because I just want to print the simple welcome message in my applet program. So I have just completed all those things. Now it is my class, it is my applet class, just normal, you can think as a Java class. So I have to save it. How can I save it? I have to give the class name dot java. So I have to save first dot java, right, this is my first. So I have written a Java class. Okay. So where my applet code is kept, and second thing is I have to write an HTML file. How can I write the HTML file? So I have to write an HTML file. We already know about how to write an HTML file. We have a HTML tag. I am just writing to make it simple. So HTML tag, within HTML we have a body. Let me write body. Here we have to write the class name within applet code. So applet tag. So I have to write like this, applet. Then we have to write the code. Code means equal to what is the name of the class. What is the name of the class? Here I have just written the name of the class is first, and it is a Java file. But first I have to compile the Java file. So if we compile this file, what we will get? I will get first dot class file, because we already know that if I compile the Java file, I will get dot class file. So I have to write here the name of the file. Here the name of the file I am writing first dot class, okay, and double quote, it will be treated as a string. and then we have to maintain, but we have to mention the size of window. Okay, that means we have to mention the width, for example 300, you can take any number, and height for example 300, you can take any number within the range. Okay, then we have to block the, we have to end the applet tag, then you have to close the body, then you have to close the HTML. Okay, so that's my HTML file. You can give any name, for example I am just giving the name my applet. You can give any name, the HTML file name, for example I am just giving my applet .html. So we have a two file, one of the file is HTML file, another file is first.java. This is my Java file or applet file, right. Now we have a two procedure to run the program. We have a first one by using HTML file or by using applet viewer. So applet viewer is a tool by which you can run this program. So first let me compile this code. So the compilation process, let me first compile this Java program. I am just talking about the HTML file, the first procedure, how to run by using HTML file, So this is the first procedure by HTML file. Okay, first we have to compile, right. So how do I compile? I can compile this file just normal Java program, Java C, okay, by using Java C compiler. So first I have to compile. Okay, so compilation. So compilation, I have to write Java C, Java compiler. Then what is the name of the file? First.java. So I have to write first.java. Why? Because if I compile this file, I will get first.class, right? After successful compilation, I will get first.class. This class file I am just calling here, writing here to execute this one. So this is first procedure. So after compilation, just we have to double click the HTML file. Double click on HTML file. This is the first procedure. First we have to, if I want to run by using HTML file, first we have to compile this Java file, then we have to make this HTML file, then I will double click on HTML file. After compilation, then I will get the output. But here one of the drawback is the plugin is required. If you do not have any plugin, Java plugin in your web browser, the program will print nothing. That is the problem, that is the drawback, or you can say, by using HTML procedure. Okay. So most of the browser does not support the Java plugin right now. Chrome browser is also not supporting the Java plugin. So you can use Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox, any other browser you can use. So you will get the result. I will show that. And this is my first procedure, and the second procedure is here. For what I have done so far, I have write a separate code. I have write a separate code for HTML file. I have write a separate code for my applet file, right. So we have to write two file name. One of the file is called HTML file, another file is called Java file, right, two file. And we can do it by another way. Even if I do not want to double click this first procedure, I have just use the applet viewer, that will be also working. applet viewer, then my file name is my applet. So my applet dot html, then click, then it will work. Okay. And the second procedure, instead of writing this applet tag in my a separate HTML file, I can write the HTML code. I can write my HTML, or we can say applet code, in my Java program. How do I do that? So here anywhere in your program Java file, you can write this applet code, and of course you can write within a command line so that it can ignored by the compiler, but you have to write it. So if I want to write, then first my applet tag applet code, what is my file name? First.java. So I have to write first.java, or we just simply write first. Okay. And we have to mention the width equal to, for example, 500, and height equal to, for example, 400. Then I have to close the applet tag, nothing else. Applet. So I have just opened the applet tag and just close it, and this part of the code, HTML code, will be in command line within the file, Java file, but in command line. After that, I can run this file after compilation. First we have to compile, then I can run this file just writing applet viewer, then name of the file is Java, right? So applet viewer, and first this is the file name dot Java. Okay. So if I write first.java, then I will just execute this program, right? So here instead of Java interpreter, just I am just using applet viewer, right? So in this way there are two ways we can run. So let's see with an example of coding example, so that you can get the clear idea about how to run an applet program by using HTML file, by using a applet viewer and applet viewer tools, which is basically used for testing purpose, so that whether the code is working properly or not. That's why. So we can use applet viewer instead of by HTML. So let's see. So here this is my applet program. The name of the class file is name of the Java file is first, that I have already mentioned, and here it extends the applet class, right? And within that extend class applet, the first class I have written the public void parent, and within this I have passed an argument graphics G. Then I have just simply write welcome, then comma, then x coordinate, then y coordinate. So I have saved this file within my applet folder. So let me execute this code, and I have also written my applet code. I have also written my applet code in this file. Okay. So let's see what is the code I have written. HTML body applet code first dot class y equal to 500, y equal to 500. You can give any number within this range, so that we can understood. So here I want to say that here the coordinate is start from, for example, the coordinate start from here, right? So if I write coordinate x coordinate and y coordinate, this is my x coordinate and this is my y coordinate. So coordinate will be start from here, as you know the geometrical figure. So here let me execute this code once again, so that you can get the clear idea. So this file I have saved in my E drive and applet folder, within a folder named applet. Then I am just compiling this file. What is the name of the file? First dot java. This is the compilation procedure, a simple one. Even I will explain with an Eclipse environment also, so that you can get the both environment. You will be familiar with both environment by using command prompt and notepad, and you can also use in Eclipse also. So let me compile this program. You will get a warning. So what kind of warning it is? Because in applet method is deprecated in API, application programming environment, so that's why I'm getting this environment. And after that, I have just written the HTML file. The name of the HTML file is my applet, right? So I can write applet viewer after compilation, applet viewer, then I have to write the file name. What is the file name? My applet, right? HTML file name, my applet. This is my HTML file name. So let's see what will be the output. Oh, there is some mistake. My applet, the system cannot find, or I have to write the syntax or extension of this file, otherwise it cannot understand. Okay, let's see. This is the output. Okay, so here x, I have just written the coordinate. It is the size of the window. So y is 500, height is 500, this is 500, and this is 500, and this is 500, right? Understood? And here x coordinate, y coordinate is start from this window. So this is my, you already know that y coordinate and x coordinate. So this is the g dot string method. I have just passed the welcome message. Look at this. First 150 into 150 comma 150. So this is the 150, and this is also 150. So the string is come from here. So this is the x index and y index. Okay, right? So let's see another procedure, how to run this program. Even you can see that within this, if you double click this HTML file, you will also get the same output if the browser is plugin, Java plugin enabled, right? And let's see another procedure by which we can write the, you can execute my HTML file applet program as it is in my Eclipse workspace. If I use the Eclipse, then how can I simply, we have to write this file as it is. I have to write my HTML file also. Then if I simply click this one, I will get a warning, but because the applet method is applet API and applet viewer are deprecated, that's why I am getting a warning, but I am getting the output, right? So look at this, here the output is same output. Okay, and you already know that applet is a program which is run across the client side web browser. So here we have got that applet started, because we know the init method, we know the start method, we know the destroy method, we know the paint method. Okay, so here when the applet started, we got the message here, and we know that init method is called only one time, and applet start method is called every time when we want to minimize and maximize. If I modify this code, let's modify this code so that what is the output. Let's see that first.java, this is my file name. Let me write any init method. So let's see what will happen. We know that public void init, public void init method. Okay. And within this init method, if I want to change, because init method is used to initialize the value for here. Applet class has several methods to control the applet viewer, or you can say applet output. So if I want to use one of the methods, just like if I want to change the background color and foreground color, so let's see, the one of the method is called set background. Then within that we have to pass color dot black. Okay, so again we have to use set foreground, and for example color dot yellow. Right, so let me compile once again, so that let me the effect what is happening here. Is there any strip color? Let's see. And no, I have some problem, color cannot be. So let me write. Now suppose you can create the color, or you can initialize within an init method. Here I have created color object. You can create it or you can not create it, because we have used the same two procedures. We can create the color instance object, and by using object you can just change the background color, or you can even by directly color dot red or color dot yellow we can use the color class also. Here I have used set dot foreground, color dot red means I want the font color is red and background color is yellow. So let me execute this code so that get the difference between the first one and second one. Let's check. Here I get the background color of this applet is yellow, and and the front end color is welcome is a red. Okay, so in this way we can write any applet program, and there are so many methods available in your program. So you can go through the applet method which are available, and you can apply all of them one by one by using applet program. So this all about this applet program. Thank you. Next. Now I am going to discuss a very important question for your exam. What is the difference between the applet programming and Java application? And it's a common question for your also interview also. So you already know the Java application, right? You have done so many program so far in this course, but when we are talking about, just I have mentioned that applet, the applet are client side program, right? So Java application just like a program that run on the underlying operating system with the support of virtual machine, right? So we know that JVM, if JVM is present in my system, so we can run the Java program. We don't need any additional plugin browser to run the Java program, right? It is also so known as application program, right? We can say Java application or application program. Alternatively, you can say that. Okay, the graphical user interface is not necessary in case of Java application. But if I compare with the applet, applet is a Java program, right? That can be embedded into web page, and it run inside the web browser and work at client side. So that is the main difference between the application, Java application and Java applet. So from the definition we can say that Java program is a standalone program and it is run with on an underlying operating system with the support of virtual machine. That means if JVM is present, we can run the Java application. But if I think about the Java applet we need a web browser, and in it is embedded in HTML page using the applet tag. Just we have seen in the earlier example. So the main difference between the Java application and Java applet is that the application are just like a Java program. So look at this, I have just summarized the main important difference between the Java application and Java program. So left hand side I have written the Java application and right hand side I have written Java applet. Okay. So alright, so application we know that just like a Java program that can be executed independently without using the web browser. That is a very important point. The first point is very important. So we can get this point from this definition that we do not need any web browser, additional web browser to run the any Java application program. But if I think as a Java applet is a small Java program that are designed to be included with the HTML web content document. They require a Java enabled web browser for execution. Java enabled web browser for execution. That is the main difference. And if I think deeply that application program, in our Java program we have seen that whenever we write a Java program we use a main method, but in case of applet we have not seen that any main method, we have seen init method, right. So application program require a main function for its execution, but here applet does not require any main function for its execution. So we had already discussed about the life cycle of applet. So where we have seen that first init, start, then we can use the pen method, then stop, then destroy method. So that is the step of this applet life cycle. But here we have not seen any main method. But any application, any Java application, if you want to run any Java application, the main method is compulsory. So that is why it is also one of the important difference between the Java application and Java applet. And Java application program have the full access to the local file system. So whatever the file in our computer we can access by using by Java application, or any application we can use my local file system. But applet does not local disks, does not have any local disks and local net or any network access, right. So we cannot access any disk content by using applet. It is not necessary that we have to access the local file system. So the fourth point is any application, any Java application can access all kind of resource available on my system. If I run my Java program, so any resource which are available in my system we can run. But applet can only access the browser specific service. They do not have access the local system. That is also one of the important difference if I compare with the application and applet, because only the applet can access only the web browser specific service. It cannot access all the resource in my system. It cannot access all the resource available in my system. And even we can, if I think number 5, applet can execute the program from the local system. For example, by using Java we can start my database also, but applet can execute program from my local system. These are the most important difference between the applet program and application. There are so many other different difference you can figure out. So because for example an application program needs to perform some specific tasks or some tasks, but in case of applet we need a small piece of tasks or as a part of it, because so we know that applet is a small teeny Java program, and it is only designed to execute at client side. So, only it can access if the Java browser enable plugin in your system, that you can run the Java applet program. So, that is the ultimate purpose of applet. And one of the important things, in case of applet, we can create the dynamic content or dynamic web page by using applet, right. So, that are the main difference between the Java application and application programming or applet programming, and this is a very important question and common question for your exam also. So, in this lecture I have just discussed how to run Java applet program by using by using HTML or by using applet viewer. We have seen that there are too many we can run the Java program. Even we have seen how to use the some Java specific method. For example, we have seen how to use my set background, how to use my set foreground method using applet, and what is the main difference between the any applet programming with Java application, right. So, these are the main difference between the applet programming and Java application. So, I will discuss in my next lecture about the event handling, or you can say delegation event model, and I will talk about some listener which are very related to our applet programming, and I will discuss some method use of repaint, get document base, get code base method in my next lecture. Thank you.